Hi again, it is Pat, and we are on our final little episode of the 12 days of holiday support for this year. And this last one, if you celebrate Christmas, it's going to be Christmas Eve this evening, and then we go into Christmas Day, and then all of a sudden we're going into the New Year's holiday. We've got that week. If you're celebrating other of your religious celebrations, you've been steeped in it, or you will be coming into the future. So this is about honoring yourselves and your loved one. So there is so much that we think that we could do to, well, actually, Cam, we talked a little bit about honoring yourself. I'm going to talk about honoring your loved one, kind of focus on that. So there are so many different ways that we can honor our loved ones during the holiday times or any special time that kind of shows up, whether it's an anniversary, it's a birthday, it's just a special day when you met each other or when your child was born, all of those type of things. I just want to give you some examples of what we could do to honor our loved one. A couple of years ago, I'm not Jewish, that I think there is some in my background, but I do not come from a Jewish culture. But I was reading about these, they're called Yarzit or Yarzit candles. I apologize if I'm not saying it correctly. But there's these candles that, for the Jewish tradition, they will burn them for their loved ones, light them up, and allow them until they totally burn out. So they just still stay lit the whole time until the candle burns out. I bought, I think it was, well, it would have been 2021. And my mom had died in January. My brother had died that November. And I felt like I really wanted to honor the family. So I bought a box of these candles. And over Thanksgiving, we actually lit a candle for everyone who was deceased. So my mom, my dad, my two brothers, one who I knew in the physical life, one I didn't, Greg, my daughter-in-law's family members, her mother, her nanny, her pops, my son's dad. And we lit these candles and allowed them to stay lit until they all burned down to nothing. And it was so beautiful because every day you would see all these candles lit on the fireplace mantle. And then slowly, as they burned down, one might go out, the next might go out. But it was a very gradual and really like a healing, because they just allowed me to honor honor all of these people and remember them. And I felt like they were probably looking down and smiling because we had done this as a family. Another way to honor your loved one is maybe write a letter to the one you love. Sometimes we forget about how to consciously connect with our loved ones. We may be so steeped in our grief after our deep loss that we feel like, oh, I haven't had any signs. I don't know, something's wrong. They're maybe they're not around me. But the reality is, it's when we open ourselves up to believe, to have faith, to have hope, that's when things show up. And I really encourage my clients to write a letter to their loved one. Just write out whatever comes to you, and ask questions, and just keep writing. And I will bet that you're going to get some answers and responses to your questions. You might make some ornaments. That could be even a little family tradition. Make an ornament in honor of your loved one. Maybe you want to volunteer. We've talked about how when we serve others, we heal ourselves. That's a biggie. Volunteering at a nursing home, maybe going in and giving them some love where maybe they don't have family around. Maybe going to a shelter and helping out there, or a food bank, whatever that may be, to help others. Because when helping others, generally we start feeling better about ourselves. Some people like to set up an altar and have their lovely things around so that they can just like sit and remember, have their memories and just sit in that love. They may make a toast at dinner. Cheers to our loved one. They may set up a place at the table. Lots of people do that. So there's so many great ideas of how you can honor your loved one. And I just encourage you to do that to keep your loved one's memory alive, because the more that you do that, the more that you will feel their essence, their presence around you. Because we need to remember that energy never dies, and we are all energy. It has been proven, Einstein proved it. Energy never dies. It only can be transformed. So when the caterpillar goes into the butterfly, that is how energy transforms. When the little water bug transforms into the dragonfly, that is transformation. Your loved ones, why wouldn't that happen with them? So we introduce honoring practices as part of our Confident Grief Coach program as a way to remember your person, to honor your grief and help support you in the grieving process. Making a ritual or doing something tangible with your hands and with your mind can help the brain to wrap your head around your loss by commemorating it in a physical way. So we take the head, the hands, the heart, we're bringing it all together in a physical way to help you. And if the tears flow, that's beautiful. That is so beautiful. Let the tears flow. But I'll bet you're going to have some pretty happy memories too as you talk about your loved one. And there will be some smiles amidst the tears, because grief is a both and. It's a both and. It's where the sadness and the happiness can complete together because it's all love. So, little homework. What's something meaningful you might be able to do to honor and remember your loved one today, tomorrow, next week? And how might you be able to incorporate them into your holiday plans, even if your holiday plan is just to be with yourself? You can still incorporate it in there. So I hope that this has been helpful. I hope that this whole series has been helpful. Tammy and I are here for you. Just want to let you know that Cami is actively taking coaching clients, and we have her information down below. She'd be glad to chat with you and see what's up if you feel like you need more one-on-one support. Also, we have the Confident Grief Coach School. We have cohorts starting every quarter. We have one starting in January. And if you are one that you're like, you know what, I feel like I have a mission in life to help others who are grieving, this is your chance to check into our program and hop on a call with me and let's just talk about it. Maybe that is how you would like to start your new year, is helping others, serving others, because you have the lived experience, which makes you the expert in grief. Blessings to you, your family. May this holiday season continue to be one where you are filled with compassion and love. Peace out.